Seinfeld. 33 years later. 1989 versus 2022. Seinfeld is an American television sitcom created by Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld. It aired on NBC from July 5, 1989, to May 14, 1998, over 9 seasons and 180 episodes. It stars Seinfeld as a fictionalized version of himself and focuses on his personal life with 3 of his friends: best friend George Costanza, former girlfriend Elaine Benes, and his neighbor from across the hall, Cosmo Kramer. Next, we are going to review the characters of the TV series and how the actors who played them are now. But first, please subscribe, it's free and you help us a lot, thank you very much. Jerry Seinfeld, played by Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry is a minor celeb, stand-up comedian who is often depicted as the voice of reason amid the general insanity generated by the people in his world. The in-show character is a mild germaphobe and neat freak, as well as an avid Superman, New York Mets and breakfast cereal fan. Elaine Benes, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Elaine is Jerry's ex-girlfriend and later friend. She is friendly, while also being sarcastic, selfish, and unorganized. She sometimes tends to be too honest with people, usually by losing her temper, which often gets her into trouble. Cosmo Kramer, played by Michael Richards. Kramer is Jerry's slacker neighbor. His trademarks include his humorous upright pompadour hairstyle, vintage clothes, and energetic sliding bursts through Jerry's apartment door. Kramer was heavily based on a neighbor of David's during his amateur comedic years in Manhattan. George Costanza, played by Jason Alexander. George is Jerry's best friend since high school. He is stingy, conniving, pedantic, and jealous of others' achievements. He is depicted as a loser who is perpetually lacking confidence about his capabilities. Ruthie Cohen, played by Ruth Cohen. A cashier at Monk's Cafe whom George once accused of stealing a $20 bill with lipstick drawn on the president. She can be seen in the background as the cashier at Monk's in almost every episode that features the interior of the cafe as a setting. Newman, played by Wayne Knight. Fellow tenant in Jerry and Kramer's apartment building. A heavy-set male U.S. postal worker and Jerry's nemesis. Newman often speaks in an exaggeratedly dramatic, Shakespearean way, and generally has a more advanced vocabulary than other characters. Newman is also noted for his poetry. Frank Costanza, played by John Randolph and Jerry Stiller. George's father. He was born in Tuscany. Very quick to anger. He was a traveling businessman who detests removing his shoes in other people's homes and wears his sneakers in the swimming pool. Estelle Costanza, Estelle Harris. George's highly obnoxious and melodramatic mother. She constantly squabbles with Frank and George about their actions but is the closest thing to reason in the Costanza household. Susan Ross, played by Heidi Swedberg. Susan was George's on-off girlfriend and later fiancée. The daughter of wealthy parents, she worked for NBC before getting fired as a result of her relationship with George. Morty Seinfeld, played by Phil Bruns and Barney Martin. Jerry's father. He has strong, if sometimes outdated, convictions about business and the way of the world. He spent some time as a politician in his Florida retirement community. Helen Seinfeld, played by Liz Sheridan. Jerry's mother. Often needed to provide reason to Jerry's and Morty's eccentric lifestyle, though overprotective of Jerry and often refuses point-blank to do anything that would inconvenience him. Jacopo, J. Peterman, played by John O'Hurley. Elaine's boss in the last 3 seasons and the fictitious founder of the real-life J. Peterman Company. Eccentric adventurer and world traveler, he lived in Costa Rica as a child. And finally, the Uncle Leo, played by Len Lesser. Jerry's uncle. Brother of Helen Seinfeld. Somewhat cranky. Has a son, Jeffrey, who works in the NYC Parks Department, whom he mentions at every opportunity. He is very keen on Jerry stopping to say hello. That's it for this video. Remember, please subscribe and like it. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.